Hey, we got a great episode of Spotlight on today. We've got musician Bo Brown, comedian and filmmaker Matt Peterson, and then we've got a country home minute with Slim Randall. So stick with us. It's gonna be Spotlight on-tastic. Oh, hey, welcome to Spotlight on, New Mexico's best show for showcasing local entertainers and friends of entertainment. I am Sarah Kennedy.
And I'm James Morrow.
And we have an awesome show for you today, including our first guest. Please welcome musician Bo Brown.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me out.
Absolutely.
So we've got lots of questions for you. You ready for them?
Yep.
All right, here we go. First one. How'd you get started in music?
My dad was a Spanish recording artist here in New Mexico, Freddie Brown. He was a legend of New Mexico music, so that's pretty much where I picked it up.
Nice.
And been with it this den for about 4 years, but music's been around my family since before my dad was even born. My grandfather was a musician also, so. But I think my dad put our name in New Mexico music forever, so.
That works
It's
for you.
amazing.
Oh, that's good. I could see that coming from a larger background of just constant influence, but I wanted to get to the point of saying, who are your major influences and what made you get started?
Major influences as far as music growing up, Michael Jackson was huge.
Yes.
I remember driving to school, we'd be jamming his music all the way till we get to the school, and we'd have to turn it down because, of course, he wasn't that popular when I was younger, especially with people my age. And Jason Aldean is a big influence now on me right now. Elvis Presley, some of the old singers from back in the day. Gene Pitney, there's just hundreds and hundreds of people that I think I take pieces of my show that I do nowadays that influenced where I'm at right now.
That's crazy. So what are you working on right now?
I have a new CD that we're working on right now. I'm hoping it's going to be done by November, but it's just it's a long process to get something like that out that I feel comfortable enough with that I want to put it out there. I don't want to just throw something out there just because. So I'm taking my time on this CD.
And how long did it take to make your first CD?
34 years?
34.
It took a long time. It started writing songs 2005, really started writing songs. And when I got back to New Mexico from San Francisco, I decided to put a CD together. So the CD itself probably took me 2 years, but the songwriting and the history that led up to the songs came over a course of a lifetime. It's my first CD. They say that your first CD, you can wait a lifetime to do it, but your second one, they want it now. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm trying to push my second one to get ready, but I'm still, adoring the first one that I put out, something like that. So.
Well, it's obviously a journey to get to that first CD. And obviously, you said it was 2 years. And what was it like getting to that point of making that CD?
It was a lot of me knowing what I wanted and what I saw, but not really knowing how I was going to. I mean, it takes a lot of money to put a CD together, even just to do something basic. And I didn't want to go down that road. So I had to went through a lot of investors, a lot of different people that said, they wanted to help and they wanted to do this. And whenever somebody asked me what kind of help that I needed or that they wanted to get involved with it, my answer to them was, show me the baby. I don't want to hear about the labor pains. If you're going to do something, show me. And if, you go through a bunch of different people, and to make a longer story shorter, 2 years of trying to relive 15 years of my past, I think, was to put it into 2 years to make that CD. So 15 years prior to that's when I started living, going through relationships, getting involved in different things. I wrote every song on the CD, which is another reason why it took so long on this one, because I have other songs that people have given me, but I want to be able to relate to them more so. Being, an artist, I don't want to just be somebody doing somebody else's music. So I forgot the question that you had asked already.
That's all right.
That was awesome.
That's good. It's coming from a personal experience, is what you're trying to say.
Totally, yeah.
Exactly. That's the way you got to make it. So obviously you've done some shows to get to this point, and you've done big shows, little shows, right? What's the biggest one you've ever done?
We got a big one coming up now at the Low Cash Cowboys, and that's going to be like a 5,000 person arena that we're doing. But the biggest one thus far, I'd have to say it's the Mother's Day event in Taos. It's a 2-day, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a 3-day event, and between those 3 days, you'll probably have anywhere from 10 to 15,000 people. But on any day, it's between 4,000 and 5,000 people. So it's a lot of people. It's a lot of fun, a lot of pressure. You know, it's a lot of pressure leading up to it. But as soon as you're done, you can go in the back and the green room and kick back with the guys and get a, you know, talk with a bunch of people, sign autographs, which is still weird to do. But that's probably my biggest one that I've done so far, is a Mother's Day event with Darren Cordova.
That's crazy. So you do big shows like that. You also get to do a lot of awesome bar shows and stuff like that. What's the difference between those big shows and smaller venue shows?
I get to drink. The bars are more. It's more lax. It's more. You get to put your own vibe on it because you're usually going for the door, so you don't have nobody hanging over your head. Well, I'm paying you, so you got to do things my way, this way, this way. So the smaller shows is where you can get really to touch your fan base, I guess, and you can see how I can see how it grew from 3 years ago to where it's at now, to little venues that we're packing out that before we wouldn't have anybody to get into that level. And at the big arenas, you don't know if they're there for you or for who you're going to meet or why they're there. It's not as intimate as when you have the 300 and smaller clubs. And I like those clubs because the club owners are really nice. You know, they want to try to help people out, artists out, and they're not so pushy with what kind of music you can play, because we do it's a pretty energetic show that we put on. It's not your standard country music, Merle Haggard type stuff. Not taking anything away from the guy, but we're just more modern. We do the kind of music that people say, that's not country music, that's the kind of music we like to play. Yeah.
It's our brand.
Yeah, where can people find your stuff online?
iTunes, you can find it on iTunes. I also have a website, BoBrownCountry.com. That'll have all my show dates, has pictures, it's got videos to YouTube, so. Then you can also find the CD on there also. But iTunes is probably the best bet to get it nowadays if you don't want the hard copy CDs. I know everybody's going digital, so.
That's amazing.
iTunes, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. You guys stick with us, because when we come back from the break, we're going to have Bo here perform for you, for us. I'm so super excited. Man, so what song are you going to sing for us?
It's Regrets. It's a song that's coming up on the next CD.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Amazing. So stick with us. We'll be right back after this short break on Spotlight On.
Lessman's Pro-Audio. Lessman's Rentals offers backline, DJ lighting, video cameras, projectors, PA systems, concert sound systems. Rent our PA systems, all are iPod compatible, as low as $50.
My father taught me a lot about life, without ever saying a word. When I was a little girl, my friends were all just like me. His never were.
Hello, hello.
Didn't you bring them, George?
I thought you were going
No, I brought them last time. Huh?
You're all right. I forgot. All right, so we'll be with...
I used to wonder, why would a Jew, a Christian, and a Muslim ever get together?
It was him.
And then I finally got it. They had a lot more in common than donuts.
Friendship. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Everybody needs a helping hand. Take a look at your fellow man and tell me what can I do today.
Hey, let me get that for you.
Helping out. If that ain't what it's all about, tell me what can I do today?
Thank you, young man.
No problem.
Courtesy. Pass it on.
Don't worry about me. I got it.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to Spotlight On, New Mexico's best show for interviewing entertainers and friends of entertainment. We are back with Bo Brown. Thanks for sticking with us, another segment.
Thanks for having me again.
Cool. So Bo's going to play for us in a little bit. Again, what's the song called?
It's called Regrets.
Awesome, and it's on your new CD?
It's going to be on the new CD.
It's going to be on the new CD. Fantastic. And you said that new CD should be out around...
I'm hoping right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, That's
Right on.
awesome. So tell us a little bit about this song.
I was living in San Francisco and I had just left New Mexico for the first time ever being away from home. So it was a really dark time. I was drinking a lot and doing a lot of things I shouldn't. And a lot of these feelings came up. And after, I think it was about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'd wiped my eyes from, I don't know if I was crying or not, but I came across this song. It was kind of like therapy for me to get back into playing. This is actually one of the first songs that I had written before I had started recording the first song, but it wasn't done yet. So I finished this one last year, I think. So this one had been with me for a while, but this is the actual first song that I had written to get me back into playing and, you know, doing things. When I came back to New Mexico, I wanted to wait. I was gonna put it on the first CD and I decided to wait. Didn't really know why. Now that the second CD is coming out and I'm in the position that I'm in now, I know.
Fantastic. Why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Good work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Beau Brown.
You haven't caught me yet, and I thought that I slipped through the cracks. There were times when I thought I'd lost you, and I thought that I covered up my tracks. But the taste of whiskey on my tongue and the thought of the things I should have done, wasted days turned into wasted years, and regret I chased away with the beer. What am I to do? Why can't I lose regret? When I was 21, I thought I'd beat you, I thought I'd won. The only thing that ever came before you was my little girl and my little son. But the beer, the whiskey, and I are the only ones in here tonight. Why does life get to pick and choose who gets to win and who has to lose? What am I to do? Why can't I lose regret? What am I to do? Why can't I lose regret?
I gotta do that. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, good job, Beau. That was amazing.
Great job, Beau. Great job, Beau. Beau Brown, everybody, all right?
Oh, I do have one quick question for you. So we're kind of hat owners and hat likers. Where did you get your hat?
I got it at Shepherd's. Matter of fact, this is my third hat. I do shows and I take this off when we're breaking down. I put a cap on, and people steal them.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I was like, what the? So I keep these hats on. They're like $44 for these ones. I've had expensive hats stole, so I kind of keep it on.
That's amazing.
One, yeah.
I also noticed your tattoo, and I thought it went pretty good with who you are. Would you want to explain?
Me and 8 of my cousins, this is my grandpa's name. We found it in one of his ledgers from years ago. So we got the name tattooed. We all play music or entwined with music. And we're all, of course, big followers of Jesus Christ. So we got the cross here. And then my dad, out of 14 brothers and sisters, he was the 9th. So I have the 9 and I'm his 3rd. So my other cousins have different numbers on whatever their mom and dad, you know, whoever the Brown was. So my other cousin has like an 8 and a 1 because her mom was the 8th out of the 14 brothers and sisters, and she's the first child. So it's kind of what that is. But I thought it was kind of cool that we all went on the same day and actually got it done too at the same time.
That's amazing.
Kind of neat, yeah.
So I know you played it so beautifully, and I was wondering if you could maybe play us out to break on another song?
Sure.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Beau Brown, everybody. You can find him at beaubrowncountry.com. That's where all his information is.
Come back after the break, and we'll have comedian and filmmaker Matt Peterson. Thank you.
left my t-shirt on the bed when I left. We both said some things I know we both regret. If I could take back what I said I would, and I wish I never pushed you to gone for good. I guess I'm not over you. I guess I didn't believe that we were through. I guess I didn't want to see you moving on without me. Well, I'm gonna be right, I know. But there's one thing that you should know. You'll always be my everything. When you
Taxi!
When you can't do it all, do what you can. Compassion for others. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
A little time. A little exercise. A little laugh. A little help.
He might be in danger of not making it to high school this year if he flunks math. And we just can't have that.
A little bit of your support can make a big difference for matches like these. Just ask this high school freshman. Start something today at bigbrothersbigsisters.org/startsomething.
May I walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Taxi!
When you can't do it all, do what you can. Compassion for others. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.